Okay, next we're going to show you how to print a job ticket. In this case, we already have the job ticket created for 1,000 pieces for part number 458976-123 for Control Manufacturing Company. While in the edit screen, and this is what we refer to an edit screen, where you see all the fields and all the related tabs. Uh, in this case, for this particular job ticket, job number 1048. Now, job number 1048 is generated by the system. You notice there's another sub number field there, and the sub number field is used to identify which line item within the job ticket you're referring to or you're working with. There are some cases where you have multiple parts on the same ticket because they have the same process for the same company, following the same kind of procedure. So in those cases where you do want to include multiple parts on the same job ticket, and each item would have its own sub number, and it's sequentially generated by the system, starting with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will show you that in the next video. However, in this one, to print out the work order or job ticket, you simply click on print right here while in the edit screen. When you click on print, you have the option of selecting to print whether the process itself, the barcode, and the pictures of blue schematics along on the job order ticket. Here you can specify where to print. By default, if you leave it blank, it will go to your default printer. Here you have the option to print out labels, job order labels, so that you can attach the label to each box or skid or lot for this work order. Again, another way of identifying out on the floor where this part is, and to indicate that it's been entered into the system by having a lot job order lot label ticket. Okay, and you do have normally you would click on print here to generate the actual printed document on paper, but for training purposes, when you click on preview, just to show you what a job ticket would look like on the screen. But like I say, normally you would click on print to get the hard copy on paper. And this is what a print preview of a job order would look like. You have the company information here, customer information with a barcode that contains the job number along with the sub number 0, so that what this barcode represent. Other information that you see here, including shipping notes. If you recall, we put in ship via UPS Red for the first 500 pieces. As you can see, the shipping notes are being printed on the job order. In addition, you have other job order related information, including the customer number, lot number, pack and slip number, ship via method, whether a cert is required, a certificate of compliance is required or not. In this case, it is checked. And other specifications include what type of rack to use, surface area, specification here, additional notes, special requirement, and the part number is listed here. If you have multiple parts for this job, the system would list them in sequential order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in the next video, we'll show you how to include multiple parts on the same job ticket. But for this example, we have only one part per job ticket in the quantity of 1,000 pieces in 5 boxes, no weight enter, and further down you see there's technical notes. Again, the internal technical notes are being printed on this job order as well. And because we checked off the option to print process, barcode, and pictures, and this is how the barcode is being printed for each operation. So if you were to scan this barcode, it represents the job number, the operation step number, whether it's step 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you scan these barcodes, you can certainly track the progress of the job throughout your operation or your shop. You can say, okay, it's in department 1. If you scan department operation 2 in the system will notify you, or you look at it, you look at the status, you can tell, okay, it's in operation 2. 3, 4, 5, 6 until it's completely finished. Correct. But that's correct. The question was, does the system generate the barcode automatically for you with all the information? Um, this barcode, like I say, represents the job number, operation number, and the sub number. So by scanning this, it has sufficient information to identify what job it is and which operational step you're working on. Okay, and this is very useful for barcode tracking system. So in addition to the barcode, you do see that it has an image associated with this, and it's useful for to illustrate a particular item that you need to bring to the attention of the operator on the shop. For example, masking. You can take images of masking area to highlight the important area of the part, um, to bring to attention of the operator what to do with the part at that particular moment in the process. Again, the idea is to visually offering visual cues to help operator identify the part more accurately and to be aware of certain potential problematic areas to be aware of. Again, that's what the visual images or schematics or blueprint or drawings can come in handy in helping the operator run more efficiently, more and minimize mistakes. Of course, the idea is to minimize mistakes. Um, Next, in this case, we have 7 steps process, and this is the first page of it. These are the operation for the second page. You can see step 2. Again, you have for each step you would have the written instruction with what needs to be done to that during that to that part during that operation, and you have the barcode and the picture to go along with that. All the way to the very end. And this is the one that we added to the process from the previous example. Um, and of course, from here, from the preview screen, you do have the option to print this out again to the actual printer, or to email this image via a PDF attachment. So by clicking on email PDF, you have the option to email this document to either to your customer or to a manager in a different department. Okay. Okay. So, and you can see here, this is the PDF equivalent of this document. And from here, you can certainly just simply email this. It's attached to email right here. Depending on what version of PDF, Adobe Acrobat Reader, the option may be slightly phrased different, but nevertheless, once it's in PDF format, you do have the option to just email them as attachments. Okay, now we're back to our preview screen in IBMS Medfin. To exit out of the preview screen, simply click on exit, and this is where you can get back in. If I uncheck the barcode and uncheck the print schematic picture, and I preview it again just to show you, now the process sheet is much more condensed, and obviously you don't see the barcode, and you don't see the picture, the image for each operation. So if you need a condensed version of the job ticket, you simply just uncheck the print barcode and uncheck the print schematic blueprint. And that concludes the printing of a job order.